Do I see double? Ah, no, it's just English. There is something I have never understood about the English language. In English, if something has two parts that are attached in the middle, it's often plural by default. This is scissors, for example. Plural, like in where are the scissors, they are on the table. As a German, I'm thinking, huh? Excuse me? They? It's just one object, so it should be the scissor. Where is the scissor? The scissor is on the table. Sounds wrong? Well, yeah, because for some weird reason, English is trying to tell us that this is multiple things. I mean, yeah, it has two symmetrical sides, two legs, if you will. But so do I, and there's not two of me, right? Today we need to talk about the English obsession with turning perfectly singular objects into plural, and how the German language refuses to play along. Plural in English and singular in German. Here are the words that you have to be careful with. Starting with die Schere. See, that makes sense. One object, so I refer to it as one single item. If I'd say die Scheren, it would be this, or this, or this. Okay, I guess we have a scissor problem in the house. How did you multiply so quickly? Aren't you all lesbian? Anyway, let's move on to the next victim of English plural insanity just because it has two legs. Die Hose. In English, you don't wear a pant, but pants, which in my German head should look like this, or like this. The same applies to trousers, also die Hose, shorts, die kurze Hose, or pyjamas, der Pyjama or der Schlafanzug. But not to shirts and pullovers. So I'm wondering, what's the rule here? Do legs make something appear, but two sleeves don't? Or do we only care about the lower half of the body? Also, underpants? That's not even legs, that's just leg holes. So is everything that I could potentially stick both of my legs through plural? If I manage to squeeze both of my legs through the sleeves of a white pullover, is this pullovers now? There must be something wrong with my eyes, because all I can see is one single thing. Maybe I need glasses, huh? Well, instructions unclear. How many is enough? That was one too many, apparently. Again, to my pathetic German understanding, this is one, not two. Die Brille. I get that we only count the lenses for some reason, and I guess that the same applies to binoculars. Das Fernglas. Oh, Herr Hartmann, wer bringt da wieder viel zu spät seine gelbe Tonne raus? Ja, jetzt aber zackig. Like if you ever had a neighbor like this. But first question, why? And second question, how is that not hands then? Because we only count the fingers that we care about. The middle finger and the pinky, obviously. Or this. Let's only count the straps and call this backpacks. I can even stick my legs through, see? Sorry, still trying to make sense of this. So far we've established two categories that are randomly plural in English. Lower body clothing for legs and things with glass I can put in front of my legs. Eyes, that's eyes. And things with glass I can put in front of my eyes. Yet another category seems to be tools, and especially the ones with a hinge are particularly unhinged. We already talked about scissors, but there's also pliers, die Zange, and tweezers, die Pinzette. Ew, why is this dirty? That's what she said. I can see that in both tools there are two parts, working together to get a job done. Be it cutting something in half, pulling a splinter out of your finger, or a nail out of the wall. But the two parts are a unity, so they should be singular anyway. I mean, you can find the same mechanism in the human jaw, and English doesn't call it jaws, or the beak of a bird. Two halves working together, but it's not beaks, it's beak, singular. Same as in German, der Schnabel. So I'm still puzzled. Not as puzzled as with the last word on my list though, which isn't even a physical object. But before we get to the ultimate boss level, let me do a quick shameless reality check on a more personal note. You may know that I run this channel all by myself. So if you enjoy these Sunday videos and want to help me keep them coming, please consider supporting me on Patreon. All links down below in the info box. Thanks to everybody who's already helping me out. It has been overwhelming. Completely honest, I could not do this without you. Now back to the ultimate example. No fabric, no hinge, no legs. It's basically just a concept. I'm talking about surroundings. I get that there are lots of things to see in my surroundings, but where does one surrounding end and another start? If you can't answer that, then it shouldn't be plural. Instead, shouldn't we agree it's part of the same cohesive experience, my surrounding? I mean, we do this with vicinity, neighborhood, environment, nature, space, and even the universe. The universe. If something so vast is just one thing, how is this two? Why make a multiple out of surroundings? Make it simple like in German. Die Umgebung. Easy, but sometimes language just happens not to be easy, I guess. And I'm glad that at least in this case, German turns out to be the less complicated for once. Do you see the logic in the random English plurals? Which others can you think of? Tell me in the comments and see you next time. Bye!